Welcome to Weird Historian. These old photos capture real moments from the past, strange, powerful, and often forgotten pieces of history that still speak to us today. A child of berry pickers in Berrien County, Michigan, 1940. A different kind of Ronald Reagan on his farm, 1980. A girl and her dog in Van Buren, Indiana, 1930. A group of men sitting next to each other in a trench, World War I. A horse-drawn wagon stands in front of a country store as two women look on from the balcony, Georgia, 1900. A man with an artificial eye, 1944. A miner's child, barefoot in the snow, sits with a pickaxe after digging coal from mine refuse along the roadside. He was about a quarter mile from his home in Scotts Run, West Virginia, 1936. A monkey on the shoulder of an American pilot in the sky over Libya, 1942. A pro-Fidel Castro militia on the roof of a building in 1959. A protester tries to reach the car carrying US President Jimmy Carter and his wife, 1977. A Soviet soldier faints during a parade, 1956. A strange US Air Force helicopter in South Vietnam, 1968. A US soldier joins children in a game of jump rope in England, 1944. A view of one of the many oil fields at Ploiesti in the Carpathian foothills of Romania, December 1946. A young woman poses with a broken television on an abandoned car left on an abandoned lot in Alphabet City, Lower East Side, New York City, 1981. American aviator Matilda Moisant, who was the second woman in the United States to get a pilot's license, 1912. An aerial photograph of the citizens of Barcelona after the city fell to rebel soldiers, 1939. An 8-year-old girl weighing 300 pounds in Milan, Italy, 1954. An individual helicopter built for the French Army rises in the air during its first preliminary tests at Sud Aviation Testing Ground in Malin, Paris, January 1969. Breakdancing kids perform along Fifth Avenue, across and 52nd Street near St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City, March 1984. British troops pose with a captured soldier of the 12th SS Panzer Division, 1944. Cars and trucks stuck in heavy snow in Massachusetts, 1978. Children of Wichita Gardens, Texas, 1936. Civil rights leader, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is attacked by States' Rights Party member Jimmy Robinson as King tries to register at the Hotel Albert in Selma, Alabama, January 1965. Crew of Apollo 11 enjoying breakfast before departing for the Moon, July 1969. Drew Barrymore giving Princess Diana her E.T. gift, 1982. Ernest Hemingway, interview with a reporter, 1954. Following the Bay of Pigs debacle, President John F. Kennedy asks for advice from former President Dwight Eisenhower at Camp David, 1961. Group of boys working at American woolen mills in Winooski, 1910. Japanese samurai. Jennifer Connelly and Ludo, Labyrinth, 1986. Jim Parkinson driving his 1935 Wrightcraft, a tiny British vehicle, through the streets of Tokyo during a world tour, 1965. John Astin and Carolyn Jones publicity photo for the Addams Family, 1964. Julia Sweeney and Harvey Keitel in between takes for Pulp Fiction, 1994. Making a stone copy from a plaster model of the original coat of arms of the Dean and Chapter during restoration work on Christchurch Gate at Canterbury Cathedral, Kent, April 1934. Mary Pickford takes a picture of husband Douglas Fairbanks, who is executing a handstand on the roof of a building, December 1920. Members of a German army unit serve soup to the poor of Berlin, Germany, February 1931. Members of the Pentecostal Church of God, a faith-healing sect, surround a woman who has got the spirit as a man holds a snake above her head in Evarts, Kentucky, August 1944. North Korean youngsters sing and play accordions to entertain foreign visitors, including United Nations Secretary General Kurt Waldheim, who visited Pyongyang, May 1979. Pierre Cardin at Cannes Film Festival in 1961. Pierre Curie, Marie Curie and their daughter Irene Joliot-Curie in 1906. Everyone in this picture was a Nobel laureate in science. Protest at Little Rock, Arkansas to stop integration and race mixing, 1959. Queen Elizabeth salutes the troops in 1984. Rescue workers are shown removing the last of 7 bodies from the inside of the St. Clair Coal Company near Pottsville after an explosion had left a toll of 7 dead and 10 seriously burned, April 1938. Scenes from a 1906 vaudeville show entitled Death and the Lady, taken by Joseph Hall. Serbia's Communist Party leader, Slobodan Milosevic, meets with workers inside the federal parliament in Belgrade, October 1988. Shaving the hair of new US Navy recruits, 1974. Sir David Attenborough cuddles a bear cub named Benjamin, 1956. Sophia Loren manipulating the hair of American writer Jean Chalit, 1979. Stephen Fry and Rowan Atkinson on stage in Farmyard Follies, a comedy fundraising show at the London Palladium produced by charity projects in support of their own projects, and the Home Farm Trust, London, England, February 1985. Stunning photo of the former First Lady, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, and her husband, John F. Kennedy, 1959. Tearful Sudanese children with shaven heads caught up in the anti-government actions, March 1971. Test of an American R-5 helicopter with 18 people on board, 1946. The all-female fire brigade at Girton College, Cambridge, 1877. The owner of a stump ranch in the Cascades near the Mackenzie River, Oregon, 1936. The stages of the helmet-making process of Stahlhelms for the Imperial German Army, 1916. The stars of the British secret agent action television series New Avengers, Joanna Lumley and Gareth Hunt, April 1977. Two Seoul youngsters have fun on the Han River ice with their homemade single sleds, February 1959. Two women sit beneath a shade tree chatting as chickens gather around them, St. Mary's County, Maryland, 1941. Unemployed men wearing signs offering to work for $1 a week demonstrate in Times Square, New York, 1930. U.S. Air Force test pilot Chuck Yeager, who on October 14, 1947, became the first man to break the sound barrier, posing beside the plane in which he did it, nicknamed Glamorous Glennis in honor of his wife, March 1949. U.S. President Ulysses S. Grant in 1860. Behind him is a posture brace to help prevent movement during a photo session. Any sudden movements would cause blurring in the photo due to the long exposure time. Vice presidential candidate Franklin D. Roosevelt at his summer home in Campobello with his 14-year-old daughter, Anna, Canada, 1920. Walter Cronkite of CBS interviewing Professor Mai of the University of Hue in Vietnam, February 1968. When Jolly Marie, weighing 620 pounds, won the Big Girls contest at Luna Park, she received a prize of $25 and a season ticket to the park, August 1925. Women in Germany's new weapon against pickpockets, April 1950. Women washing clothes near Raleigh, North Carolina, 1936. Young Berliners get a treat at the U.S. Army's Tempelhof Airport in Berlin, December 1948. Christmas gifts from a flying Santa, Lieutenant John Conop of Astoria, New York. Young Mexican woman picking peas for the Eastern Market, 1939. Yugoslav President Marshal Josip Broz Tito poses at his desk under a portrait of Joseph Stalin. Tito broke in 1948 with Soviet leader Stalin and the Cominform, developing Yugoslavia's independent style of communism,